when it came to the part in the routine where I had to do the moonwalk, I was freestyling, you know, it was, they're going wild, you know. And as soon as I did the moonwalk, the place just erupted like a full rock concert, you know, full on. All I could hear, all I could hear was like, you know, a wall of sound on the sides of me because there was bleachers over here and there was bleachers over there, and that's all I could hear was them just cheering, and I was just like, wow. I almost, you know, I was like, wow, you know. And so it was so loud I could not hear the music. I couldn't hear the music that they had. So and so then I got back into the routine, and then it broke out the whole, you know. And so that was a great performance. You know, I was like, wow, this is incredible. So then we get out of the we get out of the talent show. As soon as I left the gymnasium, my best friend comes up to me and he goes, "Oh my God!" and just gives me a hug and just like, "You've been holding back on me, man." You know? I was like, wow. I mean, I kind of expected that from him because he's a crazy guy. But you know, so and I still had the jacket on and everything, you know. So um, and so then the rest of the day, it was just it was like being a celebrity. Wherever I would go, people would say, "Oh, could you sign my yearbook?" or "Could you sign my skateboard?" I signed like skateboards, arms, a ton of yearbooks. Um, it was nuts. It was like being a superstar for a day. You know, people go, "Oh my God, it's you!" You know, and but then that next year, I was in 8th grade. I decided to perform Billie Jean, and so and that one I had to kind of change up. I had to change up the routine. I couldn't grab my crotch in schools. You know, I couldn't grab my crotch in the school. So that was kind of a like, oh, I got it. Slap the hat on. Lower my hands slowly, 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 slowly. And you know, and that was the intro, and then I went into the rest of it. But you know, that was another good performance. You know, after I did Billie Jean, I mean, you know, after I did Billie Jean the second year, that was same reaction. You know, signing stuff. I was People knew who I was. It totally changed. You know, it totally changed my life. Like I went from the silent kid that nobody even cared about to this guy that could dance amazingly. You know, he's a Michael Jackson impersonator. So it was a big change. So then my third year came around in 9th grade. I was getting into like other stuff, like, you know, like the band Europe and just rock and stuff like that. So I you know like, you know, I wasn't fully, you know, into the Michael Jackson stuff, but you know, people, you know, just they kept wanting me to do it, so I would. So I just couldn't, you know, I couldn't exactly get away from it. It was always there. So so my third year, you know, I decided to do. People were asking me, "Are you going to do Thriller?" And I said, "No." I said I don't know. I mean, I really didn't know if I was gonna do Thriller, and then the time came around and for the auditions, and I went in there, auditioned, and so I had 2 acts that year. One was Thriller, and the other one was The Final Countdown. I had made myself a microphone stand, just like Joey Tempest, white microphone stand, so I could spin it around and do all that kind of stuff with it, and lip sync to the song. But anyways, so I did that, and they really liked Thriller, and I wasn't even wearing a Thriller jacket. I didn't have a Thriller jacket back then, I didn't have this. So I wore my denim jacket. Maybe not the best. I mean, it was just like when I did Billie Jean. I did Billie Jean, and it wasn't as good as the first one. The first one's always your best, and everything after that is kind of. Even though I try to outdo myself every time, I try to outdo myself, and what I'd done the previous year. So, and, after my high school graduation that summer, I had actually I was at home watching Star Trek, and I was watching an episode of Star Trek, and somebody comes in the door and says, Michael Jackson, is going to the hospital, and he's been rushed off to the hospital, and we don't know what's going on. And at the time, I was like, oh my God, and I just couldn't concentrate on the episode that I was watching. I couldn't concentrate on it at all. And so I shut it off, and I just started texting my friends, just saying Michael Jackson's he's been rushed up to the hospital. And by the time that news got out, the news that Michael Jackson had passed away had been out. So I sat there in the corner of my room, just in this little corner I had with a chair and whatnot, and I sat there and I was like, I just looked up at my Thriller record that I had signed, I looked up and I just couldn't believe he was gone. It was unthinkable. When Michael passed away in, June 25th, 2009 was big. I mean, it's still hard to believe sometimes that he's not around, and but like, it took me a long time to kind of realize that I should carry on his legacy and use my talent to carry on his legacy, and so that's what I've been doing. And I've managed to, I'm on YouTube now. I got a fan page on Facebook. Let's see. I made it into a Michael Jackson official video. I was in the Behind the Mask video. As I submitted one of my tapes, and I recorded something out on my back porch and sent it to them, and months later I found out I'm in the video. I've just been doing a lot of, I did a bunch of gigs, here and there, for birthday parties and whatnot, and so that's just kind of where I'm at now, and now I've gotten into playing at bars and on the weekends and stuff like that. So, and it's been great. This is great. Sometimes I like to come in here and just play a couple of rounds of pinball and just, for the heck of it, and just maybe pop in a CD or something. I come up with some of my own ideas when I'm playing pinball. Helps me to focus sometimes. Just kind of passing the time sometimes. Just take you on a little tour of some of my outfits that I have for shows and what I have here on the rack. It's not all Michael Jackson stuff, but it's, some of it's cosplay, some of it's Michael Jackson. So we'll start with Michael Jackson stuff. Like this. This I always liked wearing this during the holidays and stuff like that. During the holidays, I like to wear this one because it's got the shoulder pads in it, and it's got the nice, it's red, the nice tone of red, in there. So that's always cool. Here's the Beat It jacket I was wearing. I wore this at my at that talent show that I did. Oh, just fell off the hanger. I was wearing this when I did my first performance of Beat It that really made me take off. I had this made. You can see where all the silver and the reason why I had orange is because in the video it looked orange. Wouldn't you agree? But yeah, so this was the jacket that started it all, that really got me started. So I think I got this one. This one I use for like Man in the Mirror and Smooth Criminal because of the white, and but because he was wearing a white jacket for that. So yeah, that's really cool. It's got all the pockets. I don't wear the shirt for that one. Normally I wear this for like either a white shirt or a black shirt, but I haven't worn this one yet. I might in future performances. Let's see. This was my first and only Thriller jacket. And this is probably for the longest time, one of my biggest and most authentic jackets. It's made of pleather. It's made by Charades. Very nice. It's had its good. It has a good showing of being used in shows. It's got like little wrinkles in there and whatnot. I use this for whenever I perform Thriller in my shows. So that's that one. And here's some belts that I wore in the Bad video for the 2011 Bad video. A Power Ranger suit in there, a couple Power Ranger suits actually. Ace Frehley costume. And this, I made this. It's the Green Ranger Dragon Shield. And I actually wore this when I met Jason David Frank. And so yeah, this was made a little modification in the back of it, where velcros to the back, so I don't have to slip it over my head every single time. But this is all done from foam and duct tape and electrical tape. So yeah, and that's basically my outfits. I mean, like, well, there's a couple others. I have some like shirts, military style Michael Jackson shirts. But for the most part, that's pretty much